Welcome to AI ConvoCast, where we bring you the latest in AI and tech innovation. Quick housekeeping. Check out the affiliate links in our description. Using them supports the show, and please don't forget to rate, review, and share if you like what you hear. Let's jump right in. Today, we will be covering a big wave of Microsoft Copilot updates that rolled out over the past few days, including agent mode expanding across PowerPoint, Excel, and OneDrive, new governance and approval workflows for enterprise admins, federated connectors pulling in live data from third-party apps like Canva and Notion, and a shift in Word where Copilot now edits your documents by default. Let us start with the biggest update. Microsoft officially began rolling out Copilot agent mode across PowerPoint, Excel, and OneDrive on March 2nd. This has been teased since late February when Microsoft dropped its March 2026 roadmap. And now, the features are going live across desktop, web, and Mac. The key change here is that agent mode in PowerPoint can now pull from a wide range of sources when building presentations. We are talking SharePoint libraries, OneDrive folders, web pages, Teams meetings, emails, images, and even existing slide decks. So instead of just responding to a single prompt in isolation, Copilot can now reason across multiple documents and data sources to assemble a presentation that actually reflects what is happening across your organization. One of the standout additions is automatic executive summary slide generation. You can essentially point Copilot at a collection of materials and ask it to distill the key points into a summary slide, which is a workflow that used to take people a significant amount of time to do manually. On the Excel side, Agent Mode now supports local file references, which opens the door to more complex data work without needing everything stored in the cloud first. And then there is the unified Copilot chat experience coming directly into OneDrive, meaning you will be able to interact with your files through Copilot without jumping between apps. Microsoft MVP Vesa Nopanen described Agent Mode as turning PowerPoint into a multi-source reasoning engine, and that feels like an accurate way to frame it. Microsoft's own roadmap language confirmed that users can now reference web pages when creating a presentation, which is a simple but powerful expansion of what Copilot can access during a workflow. There are also a few smaller but meaningful additions bundled into this rollout. Copilot Search now supports SharePoint custom profile properties, which helps with internal people and knowledge discovery. Organizations can enable anthropic models for specific users or groups through Agent Builder support. Infinite Scroll has been added to Copilot chat history, and files can now open directly inside the Copilot chat interface. Taken together, this is really Microsoft pushing Copilot from a prompt and response tool into something that orchestrates context-aware workflows grounded in enterprise data. Now, alongside these feature expansions, Microsoft also launched a new governance and agent approval workflow inside the Microsoft 365 Admin Center, with rollout confirmed as of March 3rd. This one is aimed squarely at IT administrators. The new system allows users to request access to Microsoft-built agents directly from the agent store, and admins can then approve or reject those requests at the individual user level. All of this is centralized under the Copilot section in the Admin Center, specifically under Agents and Connectors. Importantly, this is enabled by default, which means organizations will need to actively engage with it rather than opt in later. Right now, it only applies to Microsoft-built agents, not third-party ones, but it signals a pretty significant shift in how Microsoft is thinking about agents within its ecosystem. Rather than treating them as features you toggle on, they are being positioned more like deployable software components that require provisioning controls similar to how you would manage access to a SaaS application. The roadmap language from Microsoft states that users can request access to Microsoft-built agents directly from the agent store, and Enterprise IT Commentary has noted that the overarching theme across these March updates is AI-assisted workflows and deeper governance. Early reactions from admins online suggest they appreciate the visibility into who is using what, though some are flagging that the review overhead could add up quickly as more agents become available. The rollout is expected to complete by the end of March. Moving on, Microsoft also flipped on federated Copilot connectors in public preview, and these are now enabled by default across tenants. This is a really meaningful expansion because it lets Copilot pull in live data from apps outside the Microsoft ecosystem. The list of supported services right now includes Canva, HubSpot, Notion, Linear, Intercom, Google Contacts, and Google Calendar. Users authenticate with their own credentials, and the data is retrieved in real time rather than being indexed in the background. That distinction matters because it means Copilot is not storing copies of your third-party data. It is reaching out and grabbing what it needs at the moment you ask for it. Right now, this capability is limited to Copilot Researcher mode, so it is not available everywhere in the Copilot experience just yet. Admins have full control to review, enable, or disable individual connectors. Microsoft's own blog described it simply, saying, "Federated connector data is retrieved in real time and not indexed." The strategic significance here is clear. Microsoft is opening Copilot up beyond its own walled garden, allowing it to synthesize information across the broader SaaS landscape that most organizations actually operate in. Early user commentary has raised some security questions, which is expected whenever you are bridging authentication across platforms, but the interest in cross-app synthesis is strong. And finally, Copilot in Word has started its global rollout of a new default behavior where it directly edits documents rather than just offering suggestions. This began rolling out in February and entered its broader global phase on March 1st. Previously, Copilot in Word operated in a suggestion-only mode where it would propose changes and you would decide what to accept. Now, when you open a blank document or interact with Copilot in Word, the default experience is Edit with Copilot. The AI will make changes directly in the document, but everything it does is reviewable and reversible, so you are not losing control. There is also an optional toggle to disable this if you prefer the old workflow. Microsoft's blog put it plainly, saying the default Copilot chat experience in Word now allows Copilot to directly edit documents. Developers and power users online have been describing this as agentic drafting becoming a normal workflow, and that framing captures the shift well. Copilot is moving from being an advisor sitting next to your document to being a co-author working inside it. The fact that this is now the default rather than something you have to opt into suggests Microsoft is confident enough in the reliability and user experience to make it the standard way people interact with Copilot in Word going forward. Thank you for listening to AI Convo Cast. Please don't forget to rate, review, and share if you like what you hear. Thanks and hope to see you again next time.